हॅलो फ्रेंड्स, हाऊ आर यू? मजेत ना? असायलाच पाहिजे. माय सेल्फ मिस्टर नरेंद्र जंगले फ्रॉम गोखले एज्युकेशन सोसायटीज आर एम भट हायस्कूल परेल. Welcome students. Today we are going to study the bridge course of standard 10th mathematics day 36. Now in this 36th day we are going to study this topic, that is ratio and proportion, and from this ratio and proportion we are going to study operations on equal ratios. So let us see one by one. So let us see operations on equal ratios. First operation is called invertendo. So what is that invertendo? If two ratios are equal, means A by B equals C by D. Means two ratios are equal, then the ratio of their inverse matlab the denominator and the numerator are interchange the position of the numerator and denominator upar niche. Then the inverse ratios are also equal. Yani if two ratios are equal, then their inverse ratios are also equal. That property is called invertendo. That operation is called invertendo. Now second operation is alternando. So what is that alternando? If two ratios are equal, yani A upon B equals C upon D, these two ratios are equal, then the ratio of the first terms. In this ratio, this A is called first term, B is called second term. Here C is called first term, this is called second term. So here the ratio of the first term, yani ratio of the numerators is equal to ratio of the denominators. That property is known as, operation is known as alternando. Next one is componendo. If A upon B equals C upon D, then by componendo A plus B upon B, if we add this denominator second term in the first term, yani A plus B, componendo means plus, A plus B divided by B, C plus D divided by D. So that operation is called componendo. Dividendo, A upon B equals C upon D. These two ratios are equal, then these two ratios are again equal by dividendo, which A minus B upon B. यहाँ पे क्या क्या है, second term यानी denominator is subtracted from the first term. So A minus B upon B equals C minus D upon D. So last one is componendo dividendo, means if two ratios are equal, then the ratio of addition of numerator and denominator divided by subtraction of denominator and numerator. So here ये first term and second term, addition of these two terms, and first term second term difference between these two terms. So A plus B upon A minus B equals C plus D upon C minus D. So these ratios are again equal by componendo dividendo. Now here, depending upon the properties of invertendo, alternando, componendo, dividendo, some examples are given here. Exercise is given here. Try that exercise using this one. Simple examples are there. A by B, this ratio is given 3 by 2. Then find B by A, means inverse ratio. B by A is 2 by 3. Then A plus B upon B. तो ये property कौन सा है? By componendo. So by componendo, यहाँ पे componendo use करो. 3 plus 2 divided by 2. So 5 by 2. So in this way we have to solve this exercise. Now let us see day 37. In 37th day we are going to study the proportion and the continued proportion. There are two types of proportion and continued proportion. So simple proportion only and continued proportion. If two ratios are equal, what is meant by proportion? Four numbers are in proportion. The given numbers are in proportion. When we can say the numbers are in proportion? If two ratios are equal, equality of ratio is called a proportion. If A upon B equals C upon D, these two ratios are equal, then the four numbers in that ratio A, B, C, D are said to be in proportion. If A upon B equals C upon D, then it is equivalent to, by cross multiplication, A into D, this first product is equal to B into C. So whenever AD equals BC or A into D is equal to B into C, then again we can say these four numbers A, B, C, D are in proportion. Here some solved examples are given. Let us see that examples. If A, B, C, D are in proportion, A is given 5, B is given 10, C is given 3, then find D. So here, how to solve this example? A, B, C, D are in proportion, that means A upon B equals C upon D. Now, A into D, this product is equal to B into C. This product, substitute the value 5 into D equals 10 into C, because these values are given. So D is equal to 6. So in this way, we can solve the examples which are based on the proportion. If d is equal to x, any variable will be given, find the value of that variable. Next topic is the continued proportion. So what is the meaning of continued proportion? If we observe these two ratios, equality of ratios is called the proportion, but in this type of equality, this term is equal second term and the first term of the second ratio. Second term of first ratio and first term of the second ratio are equal. A by B equals B by C. Now in such a case, that proportion is called continued proportion. Here three numbers are there, A, B, C. Or by cross multiplication, if B square is equal to AC, if B is any number, A is any number, C is any number, three numbers, A, B, C are three numbers, and B square equals A into C, then we can say that B is the mean proportional of AC, or ABC are in continued proportion. So A by B equals B by C. So here that second term remains same. This term is same. If AC equals B square or B square equal AC, then again we can write ABC are in continued proportion. When ABC are in continued proportion, then that middle number B, yani B square equals AC, then that B is called the geometric mean of A and C, or it is also known as mean proportional of A and C. Some numbers will be given. Suppose A is the mean proportional of 9 into 4. Then find A. So A square is equal to 9 into 4. Therefore A square is 36. So A is equal to 6. So in this way we can use that continued proportion. Hence all the following statements convey the same meaning. If A by B equals B by C, means these are in continued proportion. That means इसका same meaning है B square is equal to AC. Then again ABC are in continued proportion. And if ABC are in continued proportion, then we get A by B equals B by C और B square equals AC. यानी एक कोई भी स्टेटमेंट अगर दिया है तो उसका मीनिंग सेम है. इसका ABC are continued proportion, then we can write this one or this one. ये दिया है B square equals AC, then we can write this one or this one. ये दिया है we can write this one and this one. Now B is the geometric mean of A and C. That means B square is equal to AC या ABC are in continued proportion. इसका मतलब है B is the geometric mean of A and C और B is the mean proportional of A and C. So meaning of all the 5 statements is same. ये 5 जो स्टेटमेंट दिया है, ये पांचों स्टेटमेंट का मीनिंग एक ही है. दैट मीन्स A, B, C are in continued proportion. इसका यही मतलब है. Now some examples are given. Let us see that example. First example यहाँ पे दिया है. If x is the geometric mean of 16 and 4, find the value of x. Now x is the geometric mean of these two numbers. If A, B, C are in continued proportion, then what we can write? B square equals AC. Same यहाँ पे हम लोग लिख सकते हैं x square equals 16 into 4. X square is 64. So x is equal to 8. So we can use continued proportion concept to solve the example. Here some exercise is given. Practice that exercise after studying this continued proportion. Simple examples are here. A, B, C, D are in proportion. That means A upon B equals B, C upon D. कोई भी तीन वैल्यू दे, फोर्थ वन हमें क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करके निकालना है. A, B, C, D 4 values are given. ये proportion में है या नहीं है मुझे चेक करना है. Here we have to check these are in proportion or not. So first find A upon B 2 by 3. C upon D 4 by 6 is again 2 by 3. Both the ratios are equal. A by B equals C by D. That's why these are in proportion. तो यहाँ पे proportion में आएगा. If m is the geometric mean of 12 and 3, find the value of m. That means m square is equal to 12 into 3. M square is equal to 36. So m is equal to 6. Now let us see day 38. The topic is ratio and proportion. Subtopic is word problems based on the ratio and proportion part. So we are going to study the examples or word problems which are based on age and the number. So let us see one example of each type. एक एक एग्जाम्पल हम लोग देखते हैं, उसके बाद वो सेम स्टडी करके आप लोग उस पे जो एग्जाम्पल एक्सरसाइज में दिए यू कैन सॉल्व दैट वन. इन एनी स्टेटमेंट सम द बेसिक कंसेप्ट इज फर्स्ट रीड दैट स्टेटमेंट सम ट्वाइस केयरफुली. 2 बार उसको रीड करो. देन उसके बाद ट्राई टू कन्वर्ट दैट स्टेटमेंट इन टू मैथमेटिकल फॉर्म. सो लेट अस सी द रेशियो ऑफ 2 नंबर्स इज 5:7. दैट इज द फर्स्ट पार्ट. ये फर्स्ट पार्ट हो गया सम का. the ratio of the two numbers is 5:7 and their sum is 96. Find those numbers. So how to write the solution? Here ratio of two numbers is given 5:7 and here these two numbers are the common multiple of some factor. So let the common factor of these two numbers be x. Now we can say that the two numbers can be denoted as, or we can directly write, अगर किसी को कुछ प्रॉब्लम आता है इसमें तो डायरेक्टली क्या करो, कॉमन फैक्टर x लो and here number is 5, so one number is 5x, other number is 7x. अगर 3:2 है, one number is 3x, other number is 2x. So simple. So let the common factor be x. Therefore the first number is 5x and second number is 7x. Now what is given? The sum of the two number is 96. दूसरा condition. So according to the given condition their sum is 96. So 5x plus 7x, दो नंबर का एडिशन किया, 5x plus 7x is equal to 96 and therefore 12x is 96. So we get the value of x. अगर x मुझे मिल गया then the numbers are, first number is 5x, 5x मतलब इसमें 5 into 8, तो 5 8 जा 40. Second number is 7x, 7 into 8 56. So the numbers are 40 and 56. So in this way we can solve the statement sum or word problems of ratio and proportion which are based on the numbers. Now let us see second example which is based on the ages, numbers and age. That is the first part. The ratio of ages of Abha and her mother is 2:5. So let the common factor be x. मैंने पहले स्टेप में बताया, डायरेक्टली क्या लिखो, let the common factor be x. Therefore Abha's age is 2x and her mother's age is 5x. Now read the condition. At the time of Abha's birth, that means कितने साल पहले, 2x, because Abha's present age कितना है, 2x. अगर हम लोग 10 years आपका एज है तो 10 years पहले, 15 years एज है तो 15 years पहले आपका बर्थ हुआ है. तो Abha's birth, her mother's age was 27. So 5x उसका आज का एज है, उसकी मदर का, माइनस दिस 2x we get 27. तो ये मैथमेटिकल स्टेटमेंट हमें आना चाहिए. So 5x minus 2x is equal to 27. So 3x is 27, x is equal to 9. तो ये मल्टीपल मुझे मिल गया, कॉमन मल्टीपल. Therefore Abha's age 2x, तो 2x में x is equal to 9 डाला तो 18 years and her mother's age 5x, 5 into 9. So in this way we can solve the statement sums or word problems which are based on the ratio and proportion and specifically based on numbers and ages. So here in exercise again 3 sums are given. Practice that sum properly. Before solving this one, see the video how that's given examples are solved and then try to solve. Now the next day is 39th day in which we are going to study word problems based on the ratio proportion, and here specifically the word problems based on the geometric figure. In geometric figure, rectangle, then in triangle, in equilateral triangle, parallelogram, so many geometric figures are there, and here the sums are based on these figures. So let us see one example. Here the ratio of measures of adjacent angles. So we must know the properties of that one. Whenever we are solving the sums on the geometric figure, parallelogram है तो parallelogram का all properties you must know. Rectangle है, you must know all properties. Equilateral triangle, we must know all properties. So the ratio of measures of adjacent angles of parallelogram is 2:3. So let the common factor be x, and therefore the measures of angles are 2x, a is 2x and b is, so a and b are the adjacent angle. a is 2x and b is 3x. अगर ये नहीं लेते तो भी आप लोग कोई भी नाम दे सकते हो. And you know the property of the adjacent angle of parallelogram. Adjacent angles of parallelograms are supplementary. कोई भी दो एंगल adjacent angle लेते हैं then their sum is 180 degree because these are interior angle. ये दो parallel line का ये interior है, ये दो parallel line का ये दो interior है, ये दो parallel line अगर लेते हैं हम लोग ये दोनों interior है. So in this way their sum is 180, यानी 2x plus 3x is 180 degree. तो 5x is equal to 180 degree. So x is 36 Now A is 2x degree, therefore it is 72, and B is 3x degree, therefore 108 degree. So in this way we can solve the sums on geometric figure. Here the ratio of measures of three angles of a triangle are 1:2:3. Then find the measures of the angles of a triangle. एक sum दिया है, let us see that sum. So here read the sum. The ratio of measures of three angles of triangle is 1:2:3. Then using the property of triangle we have to solve that sum. The ratio is given 1:2:3. So here let the common multiple be x. Let the common factor be x. ये कॉमन फैक्टर अगर x लेते हैं हम लोग, therefore मेजर एंगल A, अगर हम लोग ट्राइंगल ABC लेते हैं, मेजर एंगल A इज 1x degree means x degree. Measure angle B is second angle, that is 2x degree. Measure angle C is 3x degree. But you know, sum of measures of all angles of triangle is 180 degree, and therefore this measure angle A plus measure angle B plus measure angle C, this is 180 degree. ये 180 हो गया, तो इसमें वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करो, x डिग्री प्लस 2x डिग्री प्लस 3x डिग्री इज इक्वल टू 180. So 3 plus 2 5 plus 1 6x degree is equal to 180 degree. Therefore x का वैल्यू निकालो, that is the common factor. Therefore x degree is equal to 180 divided by 6. 6 1s are 6, 3s are 30. Now x is 30, therefore measure angle A is equal to x means 30 degree. Measure angle B is equal to 2x degree, that means 2 into 30 equals 60 degree हो गया. And measure angle C is equal to 3x degree means 3 into 30, that means 90 degree. So in this way we can find the measures of all angles of a triangle. Similarly you can solve the remaining sums from this exercise. Only three sums are given. I am giving the hints. The ratio of length of adjacent sides of rectangle is 5:2 and its perimeter is 52. So the sides are 5x and 2x. Let the common multiple x, तो ये क्या हो गया 5x 2x, and perimeter means 2 into bracket length plus breadth, यानी 2 into bracket 5x plus 2x is equal to 52. The perimeter of isosceles triangle is 35. Perimeter क्या होता है, the congruent sides, the ratio of the congruent side and the base is 2:3. तो congruent side 2x हो गया and base is 3x, यानी दो congruent side 2x plus 3x is equal to 35. So in this way you can solve the examples based on this ratio and proportion. Friends, here we studied day 36, 37, 38 and 39, which is based on ratio and proportion. So study the basic concept properly, see the complete video, you will get the idea about the basic concept, and then try to solve these exercises only which are given in your bridge course. And if you like the video, please press the like button and subscribe the channel and share this video to your friends. Thank you.